Rizzo the Legend back again with another Marvel Contest of Champions video. And this one's different. This one is different! Yes, it's different because we're doing another top 5, but I'm not going to edit the video and add the little fight scenes like I normally do. I'm going to do this one a little bit different. But I want to introduce you guys a YouTuber that I recently met. He's from the UK. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi guys, it's Rich the Man here, and I've come right the way over the pond via this call to say how you doing, and I'm with Rizzo the Legend.
Yes, we're here, guys, and we are going to be doing a top 5. It's a top 5 on, how should I word this? Top 5 changes or wishes that you would want in the Marvel Contest of Champions. I have my top 5. Rich the Man has his top 5. Without further ado, Rich the Man, tell him, what is your number 5 request?
Well, this is a bugbear of mine, and that's the bios for each individual character within the game. It's one of my biggest bugbears because I feel that with that little paragraph, and there's a big chunk of blank information, they could give us more details about characters' backstories. You know, little information about origins, maybe even some information about, height, weight, so that, young kids that are picking up the game, they can really kind of get an idea of these characters and go back to the comic books, see more kids at comic book stores, as well as maybe understanding the kind of characters in the movies. That's my number 5.
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. I would love to see, how much Luke Cage or somebody like that weighs, We're like, dang, that fool weighs 300 pounds?
He's a beast!
All right, guys, so my number 5, and if you guys watch any of my videos, you guys already know. My number 5 is the events. The events are getting stale to me, and I don't know if how long you guys been playing, but I remember events that they used to have. They used to have a 5v5. That was dope. They should bring it back. They used to have defeat Ultron, defeat Magneto, defeat Moon Knight. It was a 7-day event. Bring it back. That event was so fun. Why did Kabam take it away? That was a great event. Bring those events back. 5v5 and the 7-day defeat Magneto. We could have did a 7-day defeat Agent Venom. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's the problem with being complacent. That Kabam seems to be too complacent with things. They keep to associate them with things that are happening at the moment, movies coming out, and it's not about doing those things. I don't think I was actually around for. I think I picked up the game too late to properly enjoy the ones that you were mentioning. So that would be cool, even for the people that don't know of them, for them to come back.
Oh yeah, man, 5v5. It was expensive though. It cost a lot of gold to do, but that's the fix right there. Lower the cost of gold, and bring it back.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, so we're back. We gave you guys our number 5, and now it's time for you guys to hear our number 4. Rich, tell them what is your number 4 request?
Right. Well, at the moment, a lot of you guys know there's so many different kind of games out there that they're turning into esports. So you've got a game that I play called World of Tanks. World of Tanks has a very strong esport type setup where each year they go to Poland, in Warsaw, and Warsaw in Poland. Poland's not in Warsaw. That's stupid. That's a country beside a city. But they bring these teams together and they fight it out. The same thing that could be done with the game. Turn it into an esport. Get the clans facing off against alliances against like smaller alliances. You've got the battle of the big, your MMX, whatever they are, alliance against some kind of like small alliance, even like Rizzo's alliance or my alliance. Taking on these guys, and turning it into an esport that's kind of streamed out to the worldwide audience with great prizes and prize money and gifts as well.
That would be really cool, man. I mean, you just spawned a whole bunch of ideas in my head just now about that. That would be so cool because I play Hearthstone too, and Hearthstone's pretty big as far as esports goes, But I would love to see that for Marvel Contest of Champions. That's a great idea, man.
Yeah.
So my number 4, guys, is the milestones. As you guys know, I've been complaining about arenas left and right. Arenas are so boring. Normally, I get 200K and I'm done. Just enough to get my 4-star shards at the end of the 3-day period, and then I'm done. I think they should bring back milestones after 1.5 million. You got people that are scoring upwards to 7, 8, 9 million points. That's a lot of grinding for one champion. Put some more milestones in there. They don't have to be 4-star featured champions. They can be more units, more battle chips, more loyalty, since loyalty is now factored into the game. More crystals, and then who knows? Throw in a couple champions, a couple rare champions. I don't know, but that's what I would do if I was Kabam, and that's my number 4.
Absolutely.
Yo, so we're back, guys. We're back. We showed you guys the number 5 change we would add to the game. We showed you the number 4. Yes, and esports was a great idea, which gave me a ton of ideas for that. But up next, we are going to, and you know what? Before I even get into number 3, I would be remiss if I hadn't said this already. You guys know Rich the Man. He is a YouTuber that I had just met, and obviously I'll leave a link in the description below to where you guys can subscribe to Rich the Man. Check out his channels. He's very entertaining. If you guys like my content, you guys will love Rich the Man's content. He's very funny. I especially love his crystal opening videos. Come on. I love it. But yes, link in the description below and a link at the top so where you guys can reach Rich the Man. But without wasting any more time, Rich, tell these people that are waiting, they're at the edge of their seats, they're on the cusp of the seat, they want to know, what is the number 3 request that you would have for Marvel Contest of Champions?
Now, this is a very, very interesting one. A crystal lottery.
Ooh.
So the idea would be that you buy in with units a ticket, maybe as many tickets as you want. You get maybe a number, and that allows you to potentially win each week, maybe some kind of like super prize. A crystal lottery.
That is actually a really good idea. I like that. They could even make it so it's daily. You know what I mean? So
yeah, absolutely.
They can make it so it's more winners. Yeah, they could do that daily, or like, you know, pitch in your loyalty, battle chips, units, whatever. That's a good idea, man.
You do realise if any of these ideas kind of sell, we've got to say to Kabam, you know, we need a little bit of the green back to us. You know what I mean?
I heard that, man. Kick us back something, man.
Yeah, Kabam, if you're watching, you know, you hit us up with some of the dollar.
Oh yeah, man. We got a ton of ideas for you, man. This is just the top 5. Imagine there's more. All right, guys. So my number 3 idea for this game, and I'm thinking about my list compared to Rich's list. A lot of my ideas are complaints, whereas Rich's list is like genuine ideas. So that's why I like this, because there's a variety. There's ideals, there's variety, there's changes. Two different people and very different changes. But any one of these ideas are great for the contest. That's basically what I'm coming down to. So
we're like yin and yang, aren't we?
Exactly. The black and the white.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Ebony and ivory.
That's
come
right.
Together in perfect harmony.
All right, guys. So my number 3 is obviously another complaint. But if I was Kabam, I would take the ISO out of all these crystals. You got the War Challenger crystal. You got the Defeat crystal. And whatever else crystals. Every 4-hour crystal. You got a bunch of crystals. Quest crystals. All these crystals that grant you ISO. And I know I speak for myself, but I am way beyond the point where I'm desperate for ISO. Maybe for new people, they need ISO that bad, but I don't know. I would take ISO completely out of the crystals, therefore increasing the odds on the other prizes that are within the crystals. Or here's a solution: if you want to take out the ISO, replace it with battle chips and or loyalty. I mean, there's the change there. All right, guys, so we're moving through our list. We are at number 2. Rich, tell them, what is your number 2 request for this game?
Well, I think I speak for everyone where I believe everyone that plays the game would love, nay, demand, beg for a poll for new characters to be added to the game.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. If they had something where it said, look, hi guys, this month or next month, we're going to be thinking about entering these 10 champions. And, they'll have Gambit, Loki, Red Skull, and a whole list more. If the people chose, the people would be happy. And imagine that, being a game developer and a customer just in this kind of fantastic social relationship with one another. I know it will never happen, but we can't but dream.
Can't but dream, man. And that's actually a really good idea. I don't know if you're familiar with Super Smash Brothers. You know that game?
I love that game.
Oh, yeah. I love when Nintendo did the Smash Ballot. I mean, come on. That was like one of the greatest things in the world that a company could do for the fans to show fan service. They did a Smash Ballot, and much to my surprise, Bayonetta won that Smash Ballot. That was crazy insane. But yeah, that would be a good idea for them to bring that to the contest. Good idea, Rich. Yeah. My idea is Alliance Prestige. Now that, I've actually started to pay attention to how Prestige is calculated, and it's still not 100% sure how that's calculated. Alliance Prestige is... I don't think Alliance Prestige is a very good way to reward people for the hard work that they put in for Alliance quests. And if Kabam wants to keep the Alliance Prestige, I recommend that they change it to a percentage-based reward like they did the arenas. When they did that to the arenas, they made it just a little bit more better, more accessible to other people to win these great prizes. I know I'm speaking for my alliance now. We can complete Map 5 AQ all week if we wanted to. But will that grant us the top prizes? No, because of our Alliance Prestige. And I think Alliance Prestige, when it comes to ranked rewards, should be percentage based, because we would still be in the top percentile if that was percent based.
Yeah. No, I think with the integration of all these kind of alliance quests, I mean, I've joined Marvel Contest of Champions when they were putting in all these things like alliance quest and alliance wars. It feels a rushed job, really, a rushed job.
Yeah, I agree, man. And I don't think they're done with it yet.
No,
I think
that's why we get screwed over nearly every week.
Yeah, I think Kabam is not telling us something. I don't think they're done fleshing out this alliance wars yet, but only time will tell.
Yeah, and the same thing goes with base. Obviously, base has been there for the last, as long as I can remember, and that wasn't looked at first, where that was actually a still, obviously even now it's like a clickable option, and it obviously still says coming soon. How long can it be coming soon?
Yeah, that's the weird thing. I don't know if Alliance Base is supposed to be associated with the Alliance Wars. I mean, in my mind, logically, it says yes. But the fact that that's there and it still says coming soon makes me think that Kabam still has something up their sleeve.
Yeah, but as well, I've kind of noticed that I'm just clicking on it now. It has pictures of what looks to be like an event quest. An alliance quest. So, did they do base and then kind of go, I'll tell you what, we're just going to put that to the side while we just focus on alliance quest? Oh, hang on. Base is meant to be like alliance quest. We'll come back to that at a later date. This is coming soon. The long-awaited teaser that's going to fail to deliver when it's released.
Yeah. All right. So, all right, guys. We're coming down to our number one biggest change, and I'm actually liking when I started doing these top 3 or top 5s. I had no idea that I was going to be meet great people, do collabs with great people on YouTube, and that such great ideas would come, or good conversations would come from these top 5 or 3 videos. Obviously, this is an obscure one compared to the ones that I've done before, but it's very enjoyable. So if you guys, if you guys want to see more of these top fives, and you guys have a YouTuber in mind, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below for your idea that you guys want to see. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our number one, Rich the Man. Rich! Can I call you Dick?
Well, if you come over to my channel, you'll see some dickheads.
Hashtag dickheads.
Hashtag dickheads. It's trending worldwide. My number one is, for 1 day a week, only one, they run a tier 4 Catalyst event quest.
Ooh.
High difficulty, but it encouraged people to win at the end of it. One whole tier 4 Catalyst. The thing that people want most of all at the moment.
I agree. I'm not mad at that. Kabam wants to make that so exclusive that you have to spend loads of money just to have a chance to obtain it. All right, guys. So my number one change, and once again, it's another complaint. but hear me out, guys. My number one change would be to the arenas. I love playing this game. I don't like the time that I have to spend to play to get to the things that I want, but I do enjoy this game a lot. Even my wife knows this game is my escape. Through YouTube, I have found like a little niche, something that's enjoyable for me. But the thing is, I would change the arenas. And here's what I would do. People have been complaining about the arenas for a while. The percent ranked rewards was a great change. I fully agree with that. I think that should be expanded more to include more players, since this game has about, I don't know how many millions, maybe 10 million people across the world have downloaded this game. So I think that the percentile range should be widened some more. But my main idea would be to run multiple arenas at once. And you guys are probably saying, well, Rizzo, they do that already. No, hear me out. I think they should run, let's say they got a featured champion. Like right now, it's Agent Venom. And the base champion is Star-Lord. I say besides that, they should also run another featured champion arena with a different champion, maybe an older one. Maybe run Doctor Strange at the same time with another basic champion. And you could still run like your Crystal Cornucopias. You can throw that in there for the new people. You can throw in your T4 basic. I think that should come around more often. Your Alpha arenas, your T4 class Crystal arenas. Those type of arenas should run more often. And then they should have, I don't know, 5 or 6 arenas going at once. That way you thin the herd. You thin the herd who can win the top prize, because the top players in the game now have to make a choice. Do I want to run this arena or do I run that arena? Which arena do I want to be committed to? And it gives people that are just coming into the game a chance to win the top prize in a different arena. That's what I would do if I was Kabam.
Oh yeah, that's such a good idea.
That's my biggest change.
Yeah, I think it was like there was a point where we had I know we've got all these buy-in ones. We got what would be the PIM was it the PIM canisters?
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, that was running obviously at a different time. I mean, that was a good event quest anyway, earning those PIM canisters and then exchanging them to then run these arenas. And I think we had so many arenas running at once, but at the same time, yeah, it did exactly what we just said there about thinning the herd, and then it helped other people kind of gain these champions. It gave a cutoff point. If you ran out of PIM canisters, you couldn't earn any more points. The same thing with regards, you'd have to do more event quests in order to earn them. So doing that concept thins the herd. So Kabam got it right once.
You know what? And I know we're gonna get a lot of hate in the comments for this, but I have to agree with you, Rich. When the PIM canisters came out, there was a lot of hate in the forums about them, but I thought it was a great idea. I thought it was something fresh. I thought it was something new. You can earn PIM canisters doing events, so that means that your alliance had to be active in these events. And if your alliance isn't active, then you better find another alliance, or you better work to get those PIM canisters. So I personally thought it was a great idea. And like I said, we'll get some hate in the comments for that. But that's what the comment section is for.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
even though we're right.
Yeah, even though we're right. All right, guys. So that's it. That is our top 5 changes that we would wish for or want in the contest. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to see more videos like this, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Rich the Man, do you have anything else left you want to share with these kind folks in this video?
Nothing except for I'll catch you all on the flip side.
For sure. And like I said, guys, if you guys aren't familiar with Rich the Man, I will leave a link in the description as well as a little icon thing at the top. Should be popping up any minute. Boop, boop. And you guys go ahead and subscribe to Rich the Man. Support his channel over there. Based out of the UK, Rich the Man. And until next time, you guys have a good one in real life and in the game. I'm Rizzo the Legend, and he is...
Come on, Rich the Man.
Rich, you're killing me, man. All right, guys, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Bye-bye.